Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tahir here, back today with another YouTube video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about being courageous and why you need to be taking risks in life, especially if you're a man. So, as we all know, in this day and age, men are really weak. You look at stuff on social media like the Will Smith situation. Now, I'm not going to get too much into that, but that was a real weak move, and I don't want men to be like that, because I think at the minute, with men being like that, everyone is unhappy, especially the woman. And you look at the woman, while they may look happy on the outside, deep down on the inside, they're not that happy. And again, it results from weak men. Now, I wanted to kind of dive into why men are weak nowadays. If you look at society nowadays compared to even 50 or 100 years ago, it's honestly pretty shocking. And I think men were never made to be weak. Men were always made to be strong. But you look at all the technology that's coming out, so stuff like iPads, iPhones, and then to dive into that, social media, so stuff like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and dating apps. And then you guys kind of get this, start to see what's going on. And then you look at stuff like Tinder and all the food that they're coming out with nowadays, all the processed junk. It's all designed to, again, control people and make people weak and make people follow a certain set of rules, so a certain few people at the very top can benefit. And that is something that I think people get confused by. I wouldn't say confused is the right word. I would say they're able to control people a lot more easily, because they know if they have control, or these people at the top have control, then they'll always be able to retain power, and they'll always be wealthy, and they'll always be able to do whatever they want. Another thing I've realized with people at the top is it almost feels like the rules don't apply to them. I mean, if you look at Boris Johnson and the parties he was holding, I'm talking about the UK Prime Minister, for anyone that's unaware. If normal people were to do that, we'd get fines, we'd get sent straight to prison, and I think that's very unfair. And it's one of the reasons why I think people should open their eyes a little bit and actually look at what's going on in the world around us. And as a result, take a bit of action and do what you've always wanted to do, even if that means taking a few risks. Because if you don't take risks, you'll never learn. And that may involve wasting a bit of money, but again, you've got to start somewhere. I mean, if you look at the most successful people in life, they didn't just start from anywhere. I mean, they were all at the bottom at one point, just like all of us. And if you look at the amount of risks they took, they probably failed more than what you guys think. But we only see the success of people, and as a result, we think that, hang on a minute, if they can do it so fast, then why can't we? But you need to look at the path that they've taken to get to where they're at. Now, with risks, what I will also say is have a clear think about what you're going to do, and then take the appropriate risks. So what I mean by that is find something that you enjoy, that you're passionate about. And so using me as an example, I never thought that I would enjoy this YouTube thing, but actually making the videos, I'm quite confident on camera. One of the skills that I've realized is that I'm quite good at speaking. And this, if you guys don't, so you guys probably won't know, but my videos, all I do is just hit the record button, and I'm just recording on my iPhone 11, so a 2-3-year-old phone. And again, I'm just speaking whatever comes to my mind, and it's a good way to start. I think especially if you're starting YouTube like me, I think you won't really have as much of an audience, and all you have to do is just get yourself out there. And what I've realized is I was very nervous about getting myself out there, because I thought at one point that people might not like it, people might criticize me, but actually, hang on a minute, nobody cares. People are only worried about their own lives. It's like they say, you're the hero in your own movie, and you've got to make that movie. It's no good just putting a couple of videos out and expecting yourself to be great. It's there's a process to follow, and there's a journey, and it may take years, but I promise you guys, eventually you guys will get there, because what they say is luck eventually evens out. And if you are putting in work for a long period of time, then eventually I think the world ends up paying you. So what I've also realized is, with the world, is they say karma, so what goes around always comes back around. And I think this universe, it's all energy. Whatever you put into this life is whatever you will get back out of this life. So I highly encourage you guys to, again, take risks and get started, whether that may be a business. And don't wait for oh, this is the perfect time, right time, or maybe later, because the perfect time does not exist. Life just goes by. What you'll realize is you'll be waiting for that perfect time, and before you know it, like that, you're 50. And that's something that I imagine would be a horrible feeling. I mean, I know a few 40-50-year-old men that have lived life. They've not really done anything with themselves, and now they're regretting. And I always ask them, what's the one thing you wish you could have done better? And they always say, if I had a chance, I would have done something different in my 20s. I would have maybe pursued my passions a little bit. Instead, what they ended up doing is working for someone else, having to wake up at 5-6 o'clock in the morning, go work for someone else 8 o'clock for 8 hours, sorry, and come home, have beers, alcohol, and rinse and repeat. That's not the sort of life that I'm sure many of us do not want to be living. I certainly don't want to be living that life, and so that's why again, taking action and doing these YouTube videos. Now, I will also say self-improvement is a very good tool, especially the YouTube videos, and I think some of the Red Pill YouTube videos are also good, but I'll be very careful with that kind of stuff, because the problem with that, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, is you can actually end up binge watching some of the videos. And with Red Pill, I think they project a lot of their insecurities onto us. So they'll say, oh, women are awful and this and that, and you mistreat them and you know, be nasty to them, and you'll get the woman, but no good woman. You'll get no good woman doing that. So again, that's where you have to be careful. I think what most people want is a healthy, good relationship. That's what I want anyway. And you've got to be careful what you do. Don't be a pushover, because I think that's not what women want. But don't be nasty and, you know, that kind of thing that Red Pill teaches, because doing that, you'll only get low quality women, and they say you attract what you are. So again, improve yourself on the whole. So go to the gym, work on your finances, again, start a business if you have to, or you should. I think, again, and what I will say is the human brain is so powerful that you guys can literally, if you put your mind down to anything, you'll achieve insane results in life. And I've kind of started to see that with the gym. Just a year and a half of lifting, I've gone really big. Now my only issue is body weight, so I've got body fat, so I'm about in the 20%, I reckon. And again, if I cut that down now, I think I've built enough muscle to the point where I cut that body fat down, I'll be really shredded, and you'll be able to see the muscular shape. So yeah, this video is a little bit of a ramble, especially towards the end. I do apologize for that, but what I wanted to really talk about is taking risks in life. And again, do what you've always wanted to do, and don't sit there working for someone else and taking shit from someone else, because that's never really a good thing. And I believe in you guys, and I believe you guys can do literally anything that you guys want to do. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you've watched all this far into the video, and I will catch you guys on the next video. So thanks for watching, guys.